So recently I was in a call with a friend online and we started talking about keyboards for League of Legends. And I was saying how I don't really care about mine since I don't use one, which he was confused about, and I guess I never really understood how weird that sounds to other people. Ever since I started playing League of Legends about 2 years ago, I have never used a keyboard to play the game. Well, I mean, except for every small occasion where I play at a friend's house, but even then I would play like I'm in Bronze 5 because it just didn't feel right for me. The only way that I actually play League is with a Razer Nostromo, and it has never prohibited me or limited the way that I play. In fact, I was able to get into Plat this season with it, even though I LP decayed recently because I don't have enough time to play ranked games anymore because of all the time I spend making videos. I mean, yeah, it's just Plat, but at least it's not the color of piss, right? So first let's talk about why I even use it. At my old job as a video editor, I would edit for 8 or more hours a day, 5 days a week, and it would give me what editors call a claw hand, where I would have my hand in the shape of a claw for hours on end, and it would start to cramp up and give me wrist and hand pains, especially in my left hand since it wasn't supported by anything like a mouse. Because of this, it made me look for alternatives for video editing, and so I started to use a Nostromo and bind macros and keys, which made me edit videos even faster and more efficiently. From there, that's where my friends started to play League of Legends, and when I first wanted to try it out, my first concern was playing the game for long periods of time and having it hurt my hand. So naturally I went to my Nostromo to set it up, and ever since then I haven't looked back. It feels very comfortable and lets me play the way I feel like League of Legends should be played. Mind you, it's an old Nostromo, and I think that there are more recent ones nowadays, but this is the one I've been using for around 3 to 4 years now. So here's my setup. I use buttons 3, 4, and 5 as my QWE keys, and my ult set to this button next to the joystick. The joystick is used to move the camera around, so then I don't have to move my mouse towards the edge of the screen in order to move the camera. It helps me not derp out whenever I panic and move the mouse and accidentally move it towards like top lane or something like that. But I still move my mouse towards the edge for fast camera movement, but the muscle memory I have with the Nostromo and my mouse is so interlaced that I don't really even notice. Numbers 8 and 9 are used for my summoner spells, and 10 is set for my trinket, which is key bound to T because F is for flash and T is for trinket, right? 1, 2, 6, and 7 are used in order to level up my skills, which makes it really easy for me to quickly put points into abilities in the middle of a team fight by just pressing one button. 11 and 12 are set to A for attack move, but I barely use it since I don't really like using it, and I know that I should, but I mostly just use it for like going into bushes so I don't miss it in auto if they like leave it or anything like that. My scroll wheel is also set to laugh, so I can spam my laugh whenever I feel like it or whenever I'm in the middle of a team fight. Using items, I hold down the key number 15 to open up another key map and use the 6 buttons in there in order to activate an item. 1 and 2 on this key map are my ping buttons, and that's pretty much it. Whenever I want to use an ability on myself, I use my Naga's number 1 as my alt key. And that's how I play League of Legends. For me, it makes the game feel a lot more comfortable, and you could probably do more things with it, like I have my second key map set to my F keys in order to look at other lanes, but I never use it, to be honest, because I just click on the minimap. I mean, you don't have to use it, but if you're running into wrist pains or your hands are cramping from having it shaped like a fucking claw without having any support to rest your hand on, then I highly suggest looking into getting one. I think now there's like an orb weaver or something like that, so it has more buttons, and I'm looking into getting a new one since the one I'm using is starting to deteriorate from how much I use the goddamn thing. But yeah, that's how I've been playing League for the past 2 years, and thought it might be interesting to show the different ways people can play the game. But yeah, that's all I wanted to really say. Until Friday, I'll see you guys on another video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Squeeze.